Okay, I have stabilized the lighting up here slightly, and I hope that for the most part the room shows up pretty good. I was going to describe for you the furniture, of course, and I'm trying to go with Renwall. It's one of my favorites. That it's very tacky plastic furniture from the 50s and 60s, but it most of the time has little details that just make it funny and you know, just so appropriate to the era. So I wanted to show you a couple of things, and one of them is this cute little table. If I can get it up there, there we go. Get it up there in the frame properly. If you look up at the top left corner, you're going to see that ashtray. The reason I love that ashtray, my grandfather always had one sitting beside his chair next to the fireplace, and it looked a lot like that, only it was in brass and real. And then down here in the bottom left corner is what is either a pie or a TV dinner, and then closer to my fingers is, you know, a newspaper and a book. It's little details like this that make that tacky Renwall furniture so fun. So anyway, I'm going to put that back, and I decided, even though this is a nursery, I took a piece of a sectional couch, and again, this is I think it's unlabeled Renwall, but it's Renwall style, but I don't know. Well, yeah, there's the pennant, so it just might be actual Renwall. And if you notice the tufts there, that would have been very appropriate for that age and time. And I actually owned a couch like this, only it was in this hideous avocado green. It was 7 feet long, and we were living in a second-story apartment at the time, so it was a bitch-ass to get up the stairs. But it was tufted just like this one, and it was a plastic, kind of a wipe-off plastic type thing. Uncomfortable as anything, but it was 7 feet long, and that was what made it so awesome. So anyway, I do have another piece to this sectional, but I thought it made a cute little kind of fainting couch type thing for, you know, Mom to be sitting here after the children go to sleep. I have a cute little playpen here, which I think might not be to the right scale, but I like it, and that's why it's in here. And one of the reasons I like it, if I can get my own hands out of the light source here, are the little details, these little, the tufting on the bottom, those little blocks, and that rattle with the ribbon tied to it, just kind of make this. And size-wise, proportion-wise, it's not too far off, because, you know, there's the couch and table, and there's the playpen, but it is just a little bit out of scale. And then I have this cute little blue crib, and of course someone kindly made pink and blue cribs, and I guess that was a trend that started in the 60s, which is why I think some of this is 60s era furniture rather than 50s era. But if I can hold it still long enough and get it, hold on, I gotta get this into the light properly so you can see those details. But if I can get it to the right, there we go. You can see that cute little rattle, and again, you know, the tufting, and down in there, that is a baby bottle. And the reason that I know that this is probably pre-1960 is that it has a pillow in the crib, and, you know, by the 70s, the safety movement, and they save you from yourself, and, you know, the scares about sudden infant death syndrome, no one would put a pillow in a crib anymore. But that's my little crib. And back here is an adorable ugly chair, and it is completely appropriate to the era. Let's see if I can get the light adjusted to a point where it actually illuminates the chair rather than anything else. There we go. Just adjust the light source a little. But this chair, was all over the place in the, I think it was invented in the 40s, 50s, or 60s. I don't know this particular chair style. I have to go look it up. I used to know some of this stuff, but I don't anymore. But these were those horrid chairs that you find everywhere in doctors' offices and, you know, public places. And that design was just so 50s and 60s that I just had to have it. So it's up there. And with it is my little vanity. And I liked this vanity. It is also not in the right scale. Let me see if I can turn it so that we're not reflecting the light. There we go. I like this little vanity because it's kind of a blocky, childlike construction, and it's the kind of thing I would expect to see in a child's playroom. So I put that in the nursery. Not a Renoir piece. Probably this piece is probably 1970s or 1980s because it's that hard, clinky plastic. So I'll put that back up in there, and the little chair in front of it, and I have a liking for not having everything be straight. I think it makes the furniture more interesting. And if I can, let's see if I can get the light source adjusted better so that you can see in there. There we go. That's better idea. And I think now you can see in there. Okay, so that's the nursery furniture.